Midwestern played really well. We did not play really well. And, we just dug ourselves a hole, but I was really proud of our guys for fighting back. I mean, we got it down to 4 points at halftime, and actually, like 3 minutes to go before half, it was at 4, and then it bounced back up to 7, and then it got to 4 on Zach's runner right before half. But, you give Midwestern a lot of credit. They played really hard, they played really well, and they were ready for us, and we just didn't execute the way we wanted to.
You mentioned Zach. I think he moved up to like 9th all-time scoring for WT. What can you say about him and what he's brought to the program?
Yeah, he's been great. He's been a staple for us in the program, and he's a very consistent shooter, very good player. His defense is getting better, so we're expecting big things down the stretch from Zach.
You've got a lot of close defeats this year. You think that's
Yeah.
going to help you guys get closer to those close games?
If I stay with it mentally, it will. It's tough. It's tough losing games. It's tough losing. You don't want to get blown out. But like I said before, I thought our guys, we could have rolled over and we could have lost by 25-30 to Midwestern, but we got our guys had a lot of fight in them. And we came back and, we make a couple shots there right down the stretch and we can win that game. And I actually thought we were going to win that game, and you always have to have that belief. But, yeah, I think it does help a little bit, but it comes to a point in time where, hey, we got to turn that dial, and we got to win those close games. We've won some close ones. We beat Midwestern at our place in a close game. We had them down by 20, and they came storming back. And in this league, if you don't finish games, you're going to get beat. And so we've got a lot of those games coming up. Big weekend for us with UTPB and Angelo, and then going over to Eastern New Mexico the following weekend is going to be just a bear. I mean, they're playing really well, and they're undefeated at home. So we've got some tough games coming up here, but we're right there in the mix for the conference championship. It's going to take we're going to have to play well to win, though.
I think resiliency is a strength of this team.
Yeah, I hope it is. We'll find out. It's something that, that loss at Midwestern was our 4th road game in a row, and, we were supposed to go down to Lubbock tomorrow. Thankfully, that game got moved because actually I'd like to play tomorrow right now because you're kind of, you're a little bitter about losing at Midwestern, but it's one of those things where teams have to go on the road, and some teams are going to have to go on the road back-to-back weeks, and it happens. Then you get a couple back-to-back at home, so it always balances. But it's just something that we've got some younger players. We're missing a couple players. We lost Jonas Carlisle at break, and Parker Nielsen's been out. So those guys gave us a little bit of strength that we just are missing inside. We're kind of getting beat up a little bit inside, and I know teams are going to attack us and try to get downhill and try to get to the bucket on us because we don't have a great shot blocker. But I was happy the way Jesse Aweezy plays. Just watched the game again, and he played pretty well for us. We need him to get some more minutes, and if he plays well, he'll get those minutes.
You mentioned you wish you could play right now. I mean, following that, you said 4 games. Do you feel like they're fired up to kind of turn it around there?
They will be fired up in practice today, hopefully. If not, it'll be a long practice. But it's something that you got to learn from it, and I give Midwestern a lot of credit. They came after us from start to finish, and if they play like that, they could be 20-2 right now. And it's just amazing that the balance in this league. If you don't play well, you're going to get beat. And we didn't play our best, and they played pretty well. So, I give them credit for that. And we've got to find a way to be clicking on all cylinders right away from start to finish. And it starts Thursday night, 7:30 against UTPB.
What challenges do you think UTPB brings you guys?
Well, they're probably going to put us in a ball screen because we couldn't defend a ball screen to save our lives this last Saturday. And so, we've got to work on that. We've got to work on our rotations, and we've got to be able to stop that basketball. But, it's a lot of it is, I don't want to say attitude, but these are young kids. And again, if you're not ready to go, you're going to get beat. Our attitude when we played UTPB is we wanted to beat those guys. And we kind of took it to them down there. Now, UTPB has got nothing to lose, and they're probably going to have a little chip on their shoulder because we did take it to them. And so if we come out and we think we can just kind of walk through the game, we'll have our hands full. Because UTPB is not a bad team. They got some guys that can shoot it. They're big inside, and they play hard. But, it's the one thing that you have to have every game. You've got to be ready to go. And I don't know if we were ready to go on Saturday against Midwestern.
Another one of those close games. Repeat there on Saturday when Angelo comes in and does it. They lost by 5 down there. So changed this time, I think, every time.
Yeah, Angelo, they hit some tough shots on us down there. They played really well. I thought they had a really good game plan, and we were right there. We were right there. But we just, the little things, instead of forcing a guy into a ball screen and let him go baseline, we don't have any help baseline, they go shoot a layup. Or we have a guy rotate over and he picks up a foul, and now he has to go sit because we picked up a cheap foul. And so just little breakdowns within the game can really hurt you. And if we can eliminate those, kind of the team that makes the fewer mistakes is going to win the game, even though we want to go up and down the court. We're gonna press and we're gonna make some mistakes, and we want to go up and down. But when it comes down to it, you've got to be able to defend in the half court. And it's late in the game. I give Angelo credit. They got to the bucket. They made some big shots in that game, and hopefully we can change that around Saturday against Angelo, because that's a big one.